Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a full face of first impressions, and honestly, there were some ups and there were some downs and there were some crazy products. There were some products that I really liked, but also some products that they were just a bit too much. So if you're excited to see the video, give it a thumbs up already and make sure you're subscribed before we get in. And let's go. I've been dying to try this out. It's like a rubber mask or something. I don't know what this is all about, but we're gonna try it out. Apparently, you're supposed to put both of these packets, they're liquidy, into this cup and then stir it around and then use the spatula to like put on your face. It's a whole thing, you guys. Okay. Oh, I already spilled some of it. Oh. What? How do you get this out? Ew. It looks so gross. It smells really good. Like, it kind of makes me want to eat it, which is weird. By the way, I didn't say what this was. This is the Dr. Jart Shake and Shot Rubber Hydro Mask. You're supposed to cover the hole. Look at the top. It's like a little face. You're supposed to cover the hole with your finger and shake it up. Now it looks like this. Kind of looks like a weird smoothie. Oh, it got in my nose. Now we have to wait 15 to 20 minutes before it dries. Oh, it really feels like rubber. Whoa. It almost is wet, even though it's like obviously dry enough to peel off. It has like a wetness to it, probably because this is the hydro version or whatever. Wowzers. I have to say, my skin does feel kind of like bouncy now. We're gonna go straight into oil though, because you guys know I can't live without oil. So this is the Ulta Beauty 24 Karat Magic Beauty Oil. 24 Karat Magic in the air. It actually has gold flecks in there. It's really pretty. Whoa, it's a very thick oil. Yeah, my skin actually does feel very like bouncy after that mask. I don't know if bouncy is like a very good descriptive word, but like hydrated. This is the Rapids Probiotic Sorbet Moisturizer, so I thought I would try it out. Ooh, it's very light. This almost reminds me of like an in-between between a gel and a cream moisturizer. This was like a really interesting primer to me when I did my PR unboxing over on my vlog channel. So it's actually called the Origins Original Skin Pore Perfecting Cooling Primer with Willow Herb, but it's what's the word? Foaming. Did I break it? Ah! It's so cold. Oh, it's actually really cold. Perfect my pores, Willow Herb. Ooh. It does definitely have like a blurring effect on it, and the coolness has gone away. I've had like the worst breakouts here on my chin area, which I don't know why, because normally when I break out, it's on my cheeks, which is why you see like these acne scars, you know? I don't know why all of a sudden I'm breaking out on my chin. We'll see how like my foundation sits on top of that primer, because it feels pretty good so far. Like, it's hydrating, but it still has like sort of like a blurring shindig to it. I'm gonna try out this Hourglass Brow Sculpting Pencil. So one side has a spoolie and then the other side is sort of like one of those triangular shaped brow pencils. We will see. Oh, it's like a very hard formula, like it's not soft. I've actually been using pomades lately. Like, I've been using Benefit Cabral for the most part. So this is very different for me now. I got this in PR. If you guys watch my vlog channel, I showed this in my most recent PR haul unboxing vlog thing. Now they have 50 shades of the Essential Coverage Foundation, but I've never actually tried it at all. Like, none of the new shades, none of the old shades. I've never tried this foundation, so I thought I would try it out. And I was looking at the shades earlier, and I feel like Honey Beige is probably gonna be my closest match, so that's probably what I'm gonna try out first. But I think it's really cool that, oops, I think it's really cool that they released so many shades for this foundation. And I'm gonna be trying out this brush from Real Techniques. It's actually a diamond sponge, but it's like pink and purple and cute. I've never used a sponge like this that's diamond shaped, but I feel like it might be good for like underneath the eyes. Might use the flat side for like face. I'm gonna go wet this and I'll be right back. It got so big. It's so fluffy. I could die. Hopefully this is the right shade. Actually, it looks a little light for me at this moment in time. I literally look like I have a mask on. I'll just blend it and see. Oh my god, I actually love the shape of this sponge. Whoa, this is like a full coverage foundation. Oh my god. Why does it look like I actually have a mask on? Oh my god, it's all over my teeth. Should I take it off and just start over? Let's just see when I blend it in. Let's see how it looks. And then we might have to take it off. Oh my god. Why does it look like that? Okay, I'm gonna retry with the shade Sable because that was a little crazy looking. And I'm gonna use a lot less this time because I didn't realize that it was gonna be that full coverage. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna mix these two. Well, it's a good thing that they sent all these shades so that I could see my good, like what a good shade would be for me. Because I know a lot of you guys, if you're around the same skin tone, it helps you guys out when I mention what shade I'm wearing. So I guess this is helpful for all of us to learn which shade we're gonna be. But I really do love this sponge. The shades that I mixed were actually Sable and Bronze. So that is what I would wear at my absolute darkest because I just self-tanned last night. But I honestly think that normally I would probably be around Honey Beige. So yeah, just to let you guys know if you are similar to my shade. We are going to move back to the eyes now, and I'm just gonna be priming with the Smashbox 24-hour Photo Finish Primer. I feel like I never use like normal primers. I always use like MAC Soft Ochre or more like paint potty stuff. Whoa. This is like a very hard formula. Another PR kit. This one is from Too Faced and it's their Naturally collection. So this is the original Natural Eyes palette. I actually already have this guy and it's really, really pretty. They just repackaged it, like I said. But I believe this is a new palette. This is the Natural Matte. We're just gonna go in with the shade Heaven to set the brow bone and then bring that down onto the lid. Next up, I'm gonna take this shade right here, which is called Less is More, and just pop that right into the crease. These shadows are actually really nice. I feel like this palette would be really good for traveling because it has just a lot of good neutral tones in it. And I think right underneath, I'm actually gonna take the shade Sexpert. This guy right here. I'm using like a slightly more precise brush. This is actually a Morphe M503. I'm just gonna start to blend that right below. For my lid color, I'm actually gonna go in with Risky Biz. I don't know, I'm feeling smoky today. Feeling a little smoky. This is a really pretty purpley plum shade too, so I thought it'd be nice on the lid. Okay, I don't know if it's the Smashbox eye primer, or if it's actually these eyeshadows, but they have really nice pigmentation to them. And I'm just taking my MAC 217 with a little bit more Sexpert. Ooh, I really like this color. Okay, honestly, I was gonna try to do like a cool rose gold liner with the new Smashbox and Vlada collection, but I kind of like the smokiness too much. So I'm gonna save this for another video, but this is a really cool liquid liner. It's actually like rose gold. Or should I try it? I feel like this could make the smokiness, like this could tone it down, and I'm living for the smoke right now. What should I do? Because I really want to try this too. No, I'm gonna save this for a different video, okay you guys? So just stay tuned. Rose gold liner comes in. But for now, I'm gonna go in with this Dose of Colors new. This is also new, actually. This is the Cream Matte Eye Color in the shade Shady. I haven't used this yet, but I'm just gonna do a really, really thin line so that we can cover our lash band, which is very important whenever you do smoky eyes. For my lashes, I'm actually gonna be trying out this pair. It's from Huda Beauty. Remember when people used to do this a lot? It was such a thing. This is the Lana number 10 style. I think Yes has used these a lot because they look very familiar even though I haven't used them. I actually haven't tried too many of Huda Beauty lashes. I've tried Noelle and I really like those, but other than that, I don't think I've tried any. So this will be a little bit of a treat. But before we go in with lashes, I am gonna add on some mascara. And the mascara that I am using today is actually brand new from Milk Makeup. It's the Kush mascara. So it actually has cannabis oil inside of it, which is supposed to nourish the lashes, I guess. I don't know too much about it, to be completely honest, but I do know that they were saying at the launch party that it is supposed to really nourish the lashes and help them grow. So I don't know, we'll try it out. And I'm just gonna pop those lashes on. I normally go with like House of Lashes Iconics or Iconic Lights or even Radiance, which all have that sort of tapered style to them, and these are so different, but I'm not mad at it. For concealer, I have another little package from Laura Mercier. So this is another new concealer that they released. So it's the Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer. It's supposed to never crease, which is a very big claim. I think I'm gonna go with this guy just from the looks of it. This is the shade that I'm gonna try out. So this is the shade 3W. Oh, it feels so weird to not be using my corrector. You guys know I always use the Becca color corrector underneath my eyes. It feels so weird to not use it. I personally don't like to go too light with my concealer. I know that is a technique that can be used to highlight underneath the eyes, but sometimes I feel like it makes me look too ashy if I go way too light, you know? So I like to go about maybe like 2 shades lighter rather than like 3 or 4. It feels very lightweight when I'm applying it. And we can go back to my brush. I love this little blender. I feel like the shape just makes it really, really easy to press the products into my skin because it has this diamond shape on it. Now for powder, I'm gonna go in with the Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh powder. I got this in my Sephora VIB haul and I was dying to try it because it's actually like, I think something like 50% water, which I think is pretty interesting. It feels so crazy. Like it legitimately feels like I'm putting water on my face. Whoa, that is insane. Oh my god, that is the weirdest powder, but it's actually pretty cool. Like, I'm into it. Because I feel like since it's like, has this weird like wet formula, it's not gonna look cakey, or it doesn't even already. Just gonna go ahead and wipe away. I definitely see a difference when I don't use my brightener, my corrector underneath, so I can definitely see these little bags coming out. So I think I might try out this Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. This is a really affordable brand too, so it'd be awesome if this works well. Okay, Essence. That actually is pretty darn good. I think I might try out the Huda Beauty highlighters. I love this packaging right here, but I've never tried her highlighters at all. So this is the brand new Bronze Sands Edition highlighter palette, and this is what it looks like. It's really pretty. I swatched it already, as you can tell, but this is actually a cream, so I might try to just do a little dab. Ooh. Oh, wow. That's really, really nice. We're gonna go in with this guy, which is from Ofra Cosmetics, and this is their Free Spirit palette, but this is their bronzer. I wanted to try out this new product from the Patrick Star and Matte collection, their new collection. So this is his second collection with them, or a second collaboration, you know what I mean. But this is the blush in the shade I'm Not Blushing, and it's kind of like a neutrally toned. I'm gonna mix these two together and just see how it goes. I like this packaging a lot. Ooh. Now, to finish off this bottom lash line, we're basically just gonna take the same shades. I feel like I always say this, especially in smoky eyes, because you just wanna take the same shades that you used up top and place that underneath the lower lash line with a pencil brush. So I'm gonna take Less is More first from that Too Faced Natural Matte palette and Sexpert. Such a funny name. And I do deposit most of the shade, or most of the color, on the outer corner, and then with whatever's left over on the brush, I blend inwards. Should we do a light color in the waterline, or should we do a dark color? I might try out this new one from Urban Decay. This is the 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Heartless. Kind of like a metallic rosy lilac shade. Might just pop that right into the waterline. But we're gonna go back into the lipsticks. At least that is something that we can try to count on. I remember swatching one in my PR haul that I really wanted to try on the lips, and it was this one, Skinny Dippin'. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. I feel like we had a lot of ups and downs, but honestly the standout product for me this time was the Too Faced Natural Matte Eyeshadow Palette. I feel like this is definitely something that I'll be using a lot more, and I feel like it would be a really nice palette for you guys, especially if you don't have like a million-and-one palettes. You could create a lot of different looks with this on an everyday basis, or like a more glam look like this. I feel like it's really, really nice. So let me know what your favorite product was that I tried out today was in the comments below. And that's gonna be it for me. Remember, you are beautiful inside and out. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.